Hobson is in 9th, and Wayne Cockerell in car 21 is on 10th. On row 6.
To make second place, an easy position to hold on to for Michael Rawlings.
Absolutely, and he's struggling to do that. Jonathan Mee, very
raging on. As for Jonathan Mee, however, he's just trying to run away at the front. Car number 41, the Dubshak Motorsport car of David Zakchevsky from the front row of the grid, struggling to get that car up to speed in the early stages of this race. Last time he crossed the line he was in 11th place. Since then he's picked up a couple of places over this lap. However, for Jonathan Mee, all of a sudden that lead is going to come under more and more pressure. They still have the mandatory pit stop to serve, much like in the Track Day Championship, a 2-minute mandatory pit stop to be served in this race. Jonathan Mee, if anything on this lap, has actually pulled away now from David limits, but for David now it's just about that damage limitation and making up for the poor start that he had in the early stages of this race. Sarah Hobson in the second of the two Toyota Celica's is leading the next little battle pack. Just off the tail of that battle pack, in fact, is Rob Adams. He's yet to hand over to Dad Martin Adams later on in this race, but on the short run underneath the vehicle bridge towards Lodge Corner, Sarah Hobson leading that train ahead of, will that be this starting to sack up behind? It will be the number 25 Honda Civic of Stuart Smith. Not anymore, as Stuart Smith has now dropped behind the number 16 of Alistair Easom, and then behind Stuart Smith, as we mentioned, is the Adams pairing in that Mazda MX-5.
Yeah, and Jonathan Mee is going to shortly come across number 805 of Michael Snape, who's about to be lapped on this lap or the next lap, so that may cause a little bit of a problem for the race leader, who is right on his tails at this stage. Rawlings in the BMW E36 and Jack Wright in the Porsche 944, and so when they come across Michael Snape in the number 805 machine, Jack Wright. So Rawlings and Wright having this battle for second position keeps on going, as Wayne Cockerell has lost a position there to car 21. Wayne Cockerell down to 9th position from 8th. Michael Rawlings is new race leader, and Jack Wright in car 64 is second in the BMW, as we now see pressure on Wayne Cockerell for 9th position, as car 144 is applying pressure to Wayne Cockerell. So Sarah Hobson rather, in the white and yellow Toyota Celica, is all over Wayne Cockrell in the red and white Toyota Celica as they go through the shallows hairpin.
For Stuart Smith, Wayne Cockrell just dips a wheel onto the grass as they turn into Old Hall Corner, so Wayne Cockrell will remain in 9th place. that's the battle for the final step on the C-Class podium. 7th and 8th overall, but Sarah Hobson goes through at 2 minutes 1:6. Tommy Valentine goes through at 2 minutes 2.8, so we could still see a change for the final step on the podium. Sarah Hobson to the eye is getting closer. It's again just a matter of time of how close can Sarah Hobson get. As for Rob Adams,